your leader in sports coverage in Madison County. It's Sports Night from the Richmond Register Sports Department.
Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Adams Buick GMC. Sid says sell 'em. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. Mindy Goble for City Commissioner. Madison County Emergency Management. Also brought to you by the City of Richmond Fire Department. Remember, October is Fire Safety Month. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media. Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements.
Sunday. Well, welcome into Madison County Sports Night Live for Friday, November 4th. Thank you for the peanut gallery there for that applause. First night of high school, or first round of high school football in the state of Kentucky tonight. All three Madison County teams in action. And we had one at home, two on the road. And the home team picked up a win. And the two teams on the road saw their seasons come to an end. But we'll give you complete coverage of all three. So let's start with the winners. That's how we do things in life, right? We go with the winners first, right?
Oh, come on.
Right here in Richmond, one of the longest daggone games you've ever seen in your life. Now, it seemed like the second half of this game drug on forever, but Madison Central did go on to pick up a relatively easy 49-10 win at home over Henry Clay. This one was pretty much in the bag right off the bat. I mean, it's 42-10 at the half. Second half, though, just a lot of penalties. There was some nonsense, some officiating and all kinds of things, but regardless, doesn't matter. Madison Central 49-10. They'll move on to play Dunbar next week up in Lexington in the second round of the playoffs. 8-3 on the season for Central, 3-8 for Henry Clay, and it was Brady Hensley with 4 touchdowns. He had three rushing, 1 receiving. He ended up with 236 yards rushing on 27 carries. Had just the 1 catch, but it was for 32 yards and a touchdown. Hagan Harrison only threw the ball 4 times, but he was 2 for 4, 93 yards with a couple of touchdowns. Parker Mullins stepping into the backup running back role, 13 carries, 139 yards, and a touchdown. Hagan Harrison also ran for a touchdown, and Jaden West got loose on a big 61-yard touchdown on his 1 catch of the game. But it was pretty much Central all the way. Look at the overall statistics here. Thanks to our good buddy Hugh Davis. It was good to see him back at Madison Central tonight. 22 first downs for Madison Central, 396 yards rushing, altogether 489 yards of total offense. Henry Clay did finish out at 308, but Madison Central of 489 on 49 offensive plays. That's easy math. That's 10 yards a play. This is an offense that had generated 1 touchdown in the last 2 games combined. They made some changes. Brock Eads was not in the lineup. Bryant Mathis was not in the lineup. They moved some guys around, including Parker Mullins, and some things definitely worked. The offensive line was dominant. You're going to hear from those guys here in just a minute, but Madison Central had the ball for only 18 minutes as opposed to 29 minutes for Henry Clay, but this one was a no contest, 5 of 15 on third down for Henry Clay. So it was Madison Central moving on to face Dunbar next week. Got a couple of video interviews for you afterwards, and these are some fun ones. And we try to have fun on this show. We try not to be too serious, you know. But we'll start off with Coach Mike Holcomb and the entire offensive line. He wanted all these guys in there, and we were very happy to oblige, including one birthday boy. So ahead and play it, Randy. Joined by Coach Mike Holcomb and the entire offensive line. Look at all of them there. Coach, 49-10 win. Their offense really got going. It struggled a little bit the last couple of weeks. You guys made some adjustments. You guys got some guys back and looked really good.
All our guys just picked up that these guys right here make it easy, and they're all getting healthier now, feel better and feel good, and just they're getting better and better every week. They got off the ball great tonight. We did pretty much whatever we wanted to do, and ran some different things, really not different blocking, but a few new little things there that they just took right to and made it work good.
Yeah, I mean, Malachi, you guys made some adjustments there. You had Parker in and with some guys out. The adjustments worked out pretty good.
Yeah, they did. Just came in and did what we had to do, like we do every week.
Yeah. Anybody want to look ahead to Dunbar? Anybody? Aiden?
I'm excited. I'm excited for this game. Ready to play good. Ready to go crazy off the ball. Play as good as we play.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Come on.
Do what we do.
You guys ready too? Oh, it's a birthday too.
Big 17.
17. All right. Well, congratulations, Coach. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week up in Lexington.
All right, thank you very much.
And that means junkie. All right. That was fun. I'm glad Coach brought everybody up there. It was a lot of fun to talk to all those guys. So, in addition to talking to those guys, we also got a chance to talk to Braxton Hodges, Brady Hensley, and our special guest interviewer, Manager John. Here at Madison Central High School, where the Indians have picked up a 49-10 win over Henry Clay in the first round of the playoffs. Braxton Hodges, Brady Hensley, and Manager John. So, Brady, it's hard to believe this offense only scored just 7 points in the last 2 games. But, man, you guys made some adjustments to some different things, and it really worked.
Yes, sir. We got it rolling tonight. We picked up Ryland back, and we added some stuff on offense, and everybody was getting after it tonight. It's really good.
Yeah, because Parker was in there, too, and doing some different formations and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, he did great tonight. I don't know how many yards he had, but it was a lot. We got it rolling.
Yeah. And, I mean, Braxton, you're kind of the epitome of the mentality of this team this year, the next man up mentality. So many injuries.
Yes,
you had to step up there. You kick return, punt return, defense, just the way it's been all year for this team, right?
Yes, sir. You just got to go out there and play football, man. Just play with your brothers.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
John, you want to ask either one of these guys a question?
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but
Did you want the 5th one, Brady? Go ahead, John.
how does it feel stepping up to with Bryant and some of the guys out there step up and do big things for us?
It feels pretty good because, I mean, football is just exactly what it is. You're just playing football, and I was just happy to go out there and help the team out, you know.
Okay. Anything else, John? Ask Brady a question.
Ask me a question, John.
John, we got to get out of here.
Ask me a question.
It's second half slash.
That's going to get 4 touchdowns.
It felt pretty good tonight. It felt pretty good. Got the 4 for the 40 right there.
All right. Like I said, we had a lot of fun with that one afterwards, and it's always fun when you win 49-10, especially when you score 4 touchdowns like Brady Hensley did there. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun being on that sideline when they win, and it's a lot more fun being on that sideline than being up in a press box. I would never, luckily I have to take pictures. I have to be down there, but it's a lot more fun than being up there. So 49-10, Madison Central over Henry Clay. Moving on to the second round of the Class 6A playoffs. They're going to be at Dunbar next week. And so that's the good news of the night. I wish I had other good news to report, but I do not. We'll go down to Madison Southern taking on Southwestern down in Somerset. Of course, Madison Southern played Somerset tough when they met in the season opener back in August. Had a 19-0 lead on them at one point before Southwestern stormed back. And Eagles put up a good fight again. That's the thing about this Southern team. They don't quit. They've had injury problems. They've had people out of the lineup, but they never quit, and they put up a good fight tonight. But Southwestern moves to 11-0 on the season with a 41-14 win over the Eagles. And this was, once again, it's Southwestern. They're going to run the football, and they do it well. 355 yards on the ground, 22 first downs. That's just what they do. They just they control the clock. They control the ball. And, 44 rushes for 355. Once again, that's pretty easy math. That's almost 10 yards a carry. Picked up 4 of 8 third downs, 2 of 2 on fourth down. And if you kind of right off the bat, just 1:14 into the game, it was Christian Weldon on a 50-yard touchdown run. Tanner Wright just a few minutes later, and it was 14-0, 8:30 left in the first quarter. But like I said, the Eagles never quit. Ethan Woods with a 34-yard pass to Cade Sullivan for a touchdown. It was 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. Braxton Walters with a 28-yard run for Southwestern. Tanner Wright with a 10-yard run, and it was 28-7. But then right before the half, it was Cade Sullivan getting loose for a 60-yard touchdown run, 28-14 at the half. But in the second half, Tanner Wright had 2 more touchdowns, and that ended up being the difference. Look at the stats for Madison Southern. Ethan Woods, 9 of 19, passing 104 yards with a touchdown, no interceptions. Cade Sullivan, 5 rushes, 66 yards. Juan Rodriguez, 11 rushes, 43 yards. Stephen Whitehead, 8 rushes for 41 yards. And Cade Sullivan had 5 receptions for 68 yards. Braden Hall, Ethan Moore both had 1 catch each, and Jay-Sean Etheridge had 2 catches as well. So Madison Southern will end up the season at 3-8, and it'll be Southwestern moving on to take on North Laurel next week in the second round of the Class 5A playoffs. And of course, we've been talking about it all week, but it was the Berea Community Pirates had never won a playoff game, and they felt like going into this week that was a real possibility, heading up to Northern Kentucky to take on a 5-5 Dayton team. And got off to a good start. They went down 6-0, but they did come back and take a 7-6 lead on a Yamel Cruz touchdown. But then after that, everything just kind of went really downhill. 4 second half turnovers led to a 22-7 loss for Berea. They finish up the season at 4-7. The second half was just a nightmare, as my friend Ricky Elkins can tell you. He was there. Everything went wrong.
It was looking good the first half. I thought, ooh, we got a chance.
Yeah, played a really good first half. Second half, not so much. Ricky really bemoaning the field conditions up there at historic, what was it called?
It was at O.W. Davis.
O.W. Davis.
It's cow pasture. Field. Historic field.
Now we're gonna get calls from the Dayton people now. So. but still a lot for the folks at Berea to be proud about. They did a lot of good things this year. They finally picked up they snapped a long district losing streak after losing 31 straight district games. Did some good things and had a good season. So, but they will wrap things up at 4-7, and Dayton will move on in the playoffs and face. Let me see what the bracket looks like here.
Newport Catholic.
Kentucky Country Day.
Yeah, Kentucky Country Day. They announced that. I forgot.
Yeah, Kentucky Country Day up in Louisville. So that's what you got. We had one winner and 2, unfortunately, not winners. But Madison Central moving on next week up at Dunbar in the second round of the Class 6A playoffs. Tomorrow you got EKU at home in a big game against Central Arkansas. And looking ahead, we got EKU men's basketball starts on Monday. Berea College men's basketball starts on Tuesday. So lots of good stuff coming up. And Sunday night we'll be back with the Richmond Register Sports Show, and we're going to focus on the Madison Southern basketball programs in that. We were down there the other day for a media day and got the chance to interview a lot of people. And so we're going to bring that stuff to you as well. So, Randy, I know it's past your bedtime. You want to go home now? Want to go to sleep? That second half took forever of the Central game. My gosh.
Don't forget the vote.
I thought Rick was going to beat me back from Northern Kentucky. By the time I finally got over there,
Good. I'm glad he made it back. Did you give him some snappy tomato pizza?
He's chowing down the pizza. He always does. I had it here waiting for him when he came in with a drink and everything. So I take care of my people. I don't pay him. So
You're so considerate.
All this for free. So at least we can do is give him some free pizza. So that's about all we got for you today. I guess turn up the radio here.
Music selection.
I heard somebody said something about a king today, or something about somebody was the king or something. I've never said I was the king of anything, but it would be if you were.
I can think of something.
It was. Tom Petty says it's good to be king, so I'd like to be the king. So, but I'm not the king. But
I think of you as an emperor.
Emperor, but emperor.
Maybe prime minister.
Prime minister. That's good.
Don't take yourself too seriously, folks. The world's a beautiful, wonderful place. Don't take yourself so seriously.
Don't forget to vote next week.
Everybody go vote, too. It's sports. It's supposed to be fun. Have fun, people. We love you all. Have fun. We'll see you.
Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Adams Buick GMC. Sid says sell 'em. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. Mindy Goble for City Commissioner. Madison County Emergency Management. Also brought to you by the City of Richmond Fire Department. Remember, October is Fire Safety Month. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.